Hey everybody, it's Sunday video day, and I'm doing just kind of a short impromptu video about something that I think is important for people to think about, because it's something that came up for me this week. When we're doing fitness and eating and trying to better ourselves, something that does come up for every single person is the whole excuses and balance factor. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I have to do things 110%, or basically not at all. So, on one hand, this is good because I tend to be the kind of person who doesn't make excuses. Where it's bad is the balance factor. So, earlier this week, towards the end of the week, I had sort of this situation that made me really reevaluate everything that I'm doing. I've been cutting or losing, whatever you want to call it now, for about 9 months. And yeah, I've had some like cheat days here and there, and I've, eaten things that I shouldn't, quote unquote. But what does that even mean? Like, I shouldn't eat this, I shouldn't drink that. What does that mean? So the difference between a lifestyle and, oh, I'm just on this diet to lose 5 pounds is you have to find the balance. You have to find a way to keep this up for your life so that it's sustainable, that it's feasible. On Thursday, we've been having issues with our fridge. It's been leaking water, and anyway, I won't get into it. It's kind of boring. But anyway, so came home at lunch on Thursday, and the fridge man was here, and stuff was everywhere, like all over the counter. He wasn't even in the room. I was kind of freaked out. Turns out he cut himself really bad on the light bulb in there, and I realized, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to eat my planned lunch because I have to like take stuff out and chop it all up. And so it completely threw off all my plans because I plan out all my meals every day, my macros specifically, how they're going to look. And I started to unravel a bit, and I was kind of freaking out and getting all agitated, and it made me stop. It made me go, whoa, just a second here. This is familiar. Some of you might know that I'm recovered bulimic, so I take that quite seriously. I've had to go through different therapy for it and try to find a way to come into like a more normal life. But I say this, the eating disorder brain, it kind of stays with you forever. So I realized that eating disorder brain was talking, and I thought, whoa, like, just a second here. You're freaking out because there is a situation that has prevented you from eating your planned meal. That's not an excuse, that's life. So I realized that, hey, I need to be okay with not always eating on plan and not always eating exactly what I plan out. I think that if people don't do this, you're going to turn into the obsession. I can't ever have the chips, I can't ever have the wine, or I'm never going to be able to eat the grilled cheese sandwich. And yes, you want to moderate those things, but if you don't have those things, you're going to binge. You're just going to give up. And I think a lot of the time that's maybe where I've gone wrong, is I've gone too extreme for too long, and I've lost X amount of weight and felt like, oh, yay, haha, good for me. And then it's not sustainable. So I took a couple of days off I've been loosely tracking just to put it in there because I'm a geek and I like my MyFitnessPal saying, Kelly Conrad has logged in for 107 days. If I don't do it, then I've got to start back at 0. I know it's really stupid, but anyway. So I've just been loosely counting, but I decided that for the rest of the week, like weekend, I was not going to count calories. I was just going to eat, well, for me, macros, sorry, not calories. Not count my macros, just do what I was doing, enjoy myself. I also realized that I've got this foot thing going on. I've got a foot injury. I've had an ongoing sort of, quote, like, / stress fracture. I can talk, stress fracture. And my foot's been bugging me. So I took a couple of days off of working out, which was also really hard because I was like, oh my God, like 3 days or 4 days, like, is that going to ruin my progress? No. Did I gain 20 pounds in 3 days? I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I got to be realistic about that. So I took 3 days off, and I went out and ran the Goddess Run this morning. It was so hot. I don't even know how I did it, to be honest. But the pro of it was, had it not been for the heat, I could totally feel that I took that time off. I could also feel that I carb loaded, and I ate more carbohydrates than I probably normally would, which in the end benefited me for my strength and endurance in that race. So I think what I'm trying to say is with any diet, exercise, lifestyle, like I want to be healthy, I want to lose weight, I want to gain weight, whatever it is that you're trying to do, if you're finding that you're getting to a place where you don't have balance and you're not taking little breaks here and there, that's not good. Now, don't confuse it with excuses, which I find is difficult. What's balance versus excuse? Well, an excuse is, well, I just really don't feel like tracking macros today, which actually is fine. But if you have a goal and you're not, your excuse is, well, I just don't feel like chopping up salad tonight. It's a little too complicated. That's more ranging on an excuse versus, hey, gosh, I'm going to be running 15 kilometers on Sunday. I'm just not going to worry too much that I'm going to be carb loading with pasta or eating an extra piece of bread, or like today, like my diet today has been essentially all carbs. That's all that I wanted. But yeah, I have to find a way to, and everybody needs to find a way to keep it balanced. So you keep up your lifestyle, you count your macros, you count your calories, you do your containers, whatever it is that is making you happy, but you take breaks. You enjoy your life. You allow yourself to have a glass of wine, have a beer, have ice cream, go out and enjoy those experiences, because nobody wants to be a slave to all this stuff. You won't enjoy it. You won't have any enjoyment out of it. You'll end up hating it and you won't keep up with it. So on this overly hot Sunday evening, I hope everybody has had a wonderful weekend. It's supposed to cool down a little bit, which I'm really excited about, because I like sleeping at night and I like not having heat stroke. But so tonight, family barbecue. I'm having turkey burgers, stuffed with Laughing Cow cheese. If you haven't done it, try it out. Won't be disappointed. With Greek salad and corn on the cob and a couple of drinks, and I'm not tracking it, and that's okay. And tomorrow I can pick up where I left off and go back to my counting and start out new goals. So there you have it.